Dr. Strange, master of the mystic arts, if this planet you would save, through a fateful, catastrophic mischance, Dr. Strange has caused the occult powers lying dormant in the minds of Earth's mystics to be awakened. Now, lest the impact of their combined evil power call down the devastating wrath of the dreaded living tribunal upon our world, the master of the mystic arts must somehow undo his deadly error without delay. Though I stand now in the very jaws of death, surrounded by those who have sworn allegiance to the evil Mordo, I must not falter in my mission. Back, minions of doom, only he who leads you is of importance to me. Stan Lee, that seer of seers, presents a Raymond Maras and Marie Severin saga of surprise and spellbinding suspense. Inked by Herb Trimpe, lettered by Al Kurzrock, robes by Forbush of Transylvania, Limited. Well, we've got the book, so if you've got the bell and the candle, what are we waiting for? You will soon learn to be less arrogant toward those who serve me, Dr. Strange, for they have delivered Baron Mordo from imprisonment beyond the pale of space and time, and in gratitude to them, I shall now make you grovel at their feet. That you will never do, wicked one, for Dr. Strange remains ever your master. You are not save one more evil sorcerer to me, now that the Ancient One has passed through the gates of dusk and bestowed his immeasurable power upon me. What say you? The Ancient One gone forever? And you the possessor of his mystic might, the might which I have so long coveted? For that, accursed one, you shall know obliteration. Stop this madness, Mordo. We must put aside our personal sentiments at once. A crisis afar beyond your comprehension is at hand. I'll not have you live another moment, Strange. I must destroy you with a bolt of sheer mystic force. Wah! You shatter my spell with a mere sweep of your cloak, but there are other spells, other forces at the disposal of Baron Mordo. You blind fool, will you let your hatred destroy a world and yourself? Here, look upon the sands of death left at Stonehenge by the living tribunal, and know that every sifting grain draws this planet nearer to annihilation. No, I'll not look. Away with your tricks and visions. Away with all but the seething, uncontrollable fury of him whom you imprisoned. Nothing will save you from me, Strange. Nothing in all the dimensions. By the 7 rings of Ragador, I dare not tarry longer while you vent your insane rage. Now, let the blazing white light of my enchanted amulet. But before Dr. Strange can complete the potent incantation, though your power may be greater than mine, most hated of men, there be others here to aid me. Come, my slaves, destroy Dr. Strange. Together we are far more powerful than he. Destroy him. For Mordo, kill, kill! Even with the might of the Ancient One added to my own, can I hope to stand against such an onslaught of pure evil? Like a pitiless host of mad, ravening beasts, the demoniac slaves of Baron Mordo, commanded by the mortal who first drew them together, strike at the master of the mystic arts. Their attack is disjointed, chaotic. Thus, it is with ease that I defend myself within the inviolable flames of the Fultanine. Combine your efforts, fools. Concentrate on one thought only. Dr. Strange must die. I must not give them time to link their minds together, for should they do so, then all my efforts will avail me naught, and this planet will meet with horrible disaster. It must not be. I will not let the earth fall simply because of the mad greed of those who have surrendered their souls to Baron Mordo. Instead, I shall lash out with a fury beyond all repulse, and, like the very personification of vengeance, the mystic master wreaks havoc among those who have sought to crush him, until this is the one I seek, and on the outskirts of the wild melee, concentrate, slaves, concentrate on one single word: kill, kill, kill. But Mordo de Rasping's savage cry comes too late. You are the one who holds these minds together. It was you who first bent them to your will, and thus brought about the release of foul Mordo from the dimensional prison into which he had been cast. But now I will end your control over Mordo's slaves, whatever the cost. Master, save me! The accursed one is taking me away, into the labyrinth of tunnels which pervades this mountain vastness. However, Baron Mordo is having troubles of his own, for in his panic, the turbaned lieutenant of the diabolical archfiend has dropped his mental hold over the assembled throng, leaving them in a state of tormented confusion. Stop! No one must move until I have subdued your puny wills one by one. While, not far away, we need go no further, creature of darkness, for what I must do will be but the work of a few moments. First, your mind must be completely stilled. And now, by the hoary host of Hoggoth, by the flawless Faltine's flame, let thy wicked power vanish, go thee back to whence thou came. And thus, in time, less than time, Dr. Strange's irresistible incantation drives out the tormenting, raging virus of evil, and he who had sought to plunder the dimensions returns to the simple, unspectacular life of an oriental wine merchant. For the master of the mystic arts, however, no such merciful respite can be had. Now I know what must be done. Ere Mordo can completely re-establish the lost communion of evil intent, I must act, while back in the great chamber, beneath one of the world's fabled mountain chains, you have all grown more powerful since first I appeared, through the exercise of your newfound occult skills. But still shall I hold you fast by dint of my supreme mastery of the black arts. Something deep within my heart bids me resist the will of Mordo, but I have no strength. Who's she? Stick around and find out, frantic one. Enough, maleficent one. Know you that this game is ended? So you dare return to face me, you boastful fool? Then this will indeed be the end of Dr. Strange. So far, I have sought only to defend myself, to reason with you, Mordo. But now it is clear that only sheer, unadulterated power can breach the twisted bastion of your cruel rage. You who would toy with the mystic forces, now witness how those fearsome powers are used by one who has truly mastered, even as he speaks. Dr. Strange surrounds himself with an ethereal magnetic vortex, from which emanate endless, overwhelming vibrations of pure energy, a sound beyond the very fabric of sound itself. Behold, Mordo, neither you nor all your multitude can stand before the unrelenting might of the true master of the mystic arts. Ah! And now, while your senses yet reel from my unparalleled attack, I shall wrench your astral form from its bodily encasement, and I shall force you to comprehend. No, I won't be imprisoned again. I won't. Stop your craven whimpering, Mordo. It is not my plan to return you to your well-deserved captivity. Your present destination lies beyond even that unfathomable dimension, for I am sending you back through the unyielding currents of time itself. Now, vile Mordo, witness those events which have brought us together. My will is sapped. I've become a dumb spectator to the events of the past. Who or what is that? Dr. Strange. In defeating the monstrous Zom, you have unwittingly released the occult powers of darkness lying dormant in the mystics of your planet, and thus you have endangered the safety of the worlds beyond worlds. A safety which the living tribunal was Prime Valley created to defend. And so it is that I shall reduce the earth and all who dwell thereon to mere cosmic ash. If you do not undo the evil you have wrought before the sands of death run out, your puny world is doomed. Enough. Return to your bodily form, Mordo. Surely even you must now see the magnitude of the calamity at hand. Stay away from me, Strange. Stop your quaking and listen. Together we and we alone can save the Earth. Save the Earth? What cares Mordo for this insignificant planet? I must flee. He's taken command of the very muscles of my body. Stop. By the power of the omnipotent Oshtor, I command you to halt. If you'll not help me, evil one, then surely you will perish beside me. Thus do I swear, by the eternal Vishanti. Release me, hated one. You must let me escape, whilst escape be possible. Nay, Mordo, you will remain immobile under my spell, until I have shown you the means by which the earth may yet be spared. Look on, as I choose one from among your soulless slaves. And now I must recite the spell of exorcism. By the vapours of Valtor, by Munapor's moonlit maze, let the shadow of thy heart into my hands now blaze. It is done. Ugh, can it be? My head. I feel as though some deadly fever has just been flushed out of my brain here. You who so worship evil, gaze upon the very raw essence of it. But this incandescent embodiment of all that is unholy is far too dangerous to remain thus free. It must be contained within a living form. No, stay back. You are the fitting host for this aura of occult savagery. And thus shall even Mordo serve the earth in her time of need. No, what is happening to me? I feel a surge of strength, a wild thrill of unimagined power coursing through my every fibre. I have absorbed the mystic force of the one whom Strange subdued. Now have you seen what I can do, what we two must do together? But the precious moments do scatter recklessly. Only with your aid can the deed be done in time. What say you, monstrous one? Stop hounding me. Yes, I shall do as you bid. I shall join you in performing the formidable exorcism of transferal. Let the subjects assemble. And as the two incalculably potent sorcerers face the host of hesitating, half-dazed mystics, they who have had a fleeting taste of the diabolical might so long asleep within them are beset by bewildering emotions. I know Dr. Strange. Somewhere he and Mordo both. I've met them before, but until now I've just been plain Victoria Bentley, and that's all I can remember. They're trying to take away our mystic powers. We mustn't let them. We must resist. But the hooded ones might sooner try to resist the cosmic tides, as, moments later, 'neath the eye of the eternal, by the flames of the infernal, let the evil in thy heart into Mordo's form depart. Now to channel the fiendish energy into Mordo, and may the all-seeing Agamotto guide me after that. Thus, O true believer, have we come to witness the most mind-staggering display of pure mystic skill in all the annals of necromancy, as far as this ish goes anyway. For Dr. Strange, straining to the utmost his mighty powers, drains the deadly occult force from the gathered figures, and drives it into the willing form of Baron Mordo. The spell is a complete success. But what of Mordo? Is he rapt by agony, or enwrapped in a shuddering ecstasy of evil? Argo, 'tis accomplished, and long shall mankind rue the day. Mankind? The very universe itself would tremble in a paroxysm of fear could it now behold my awesome resolve. For I am become power incarnate, and first to know my pitiless fury shall be he whom I do loathe above all creatures. Mordo, you fool! Wait, the living tribunal! Fall strange, fall helpless at my feet, that you may meet your ultimate fate. Thus your physical form shall lie here forever, while your astral body shall be eternally consigned to the world of the million perils. And now, by the ghastly visage of Dormammu, I shall grasp all infinity in my hand and crush it. Next Ishan, and a scourge shall come upon you. Next issue. Strange Tales number 161.